Have you ever felt the cold touch of silence, the unmistakable distance created by someone you once cherished? It's a familiar ache, the sting of being ignored, of losing connection, and the helplessness that often follows. But what if I told you that this moment, this very pain, could be your most profound teacher? In a world where emotional turbulence reigns, the ancient philosophy of Stoicism stands as a beacon of strength, guiding us through the storm of rejection and solitude. Imagine harnessing this power, not to seek validation from others, but to find resilience within. This is a journey we embark on together, where we uncover the Stoic principles that transform our suffering into growth. But before we delve deeper, if you're passionate about mastering your emotions and want to explore the depths of philosophy with us, hit that subscribe button, join our community, and let's cultivate a mindset of unwavering fortitude. The nature of distance. Distance in a relationship is a profound experience. When a woman steps back, she creates a chasm that can feel insurmountable. Yet we must ask ourselves, what does this distance teach us? For the Stoic, every challenge is an opportunity to refine our character. As Seneca once said, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. In this context, her distance is not merely a sign of rejection, but a chance to polish our inner selves, to examine our responses, and to strengthen our resolve. It's essential to recognize that our emotional reactions often stem from our expectations. We anticipate closeness, affection, and communication, and when these are withheld, we experience pain. But here lies the crux of Stoic wisdom. Our suffering arises not from the external events themselves, but from our perceptions and attachments. As Epictetus teaches, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Therefore, when faced with silence, we must consciously shift our focus from what we have lost to what we can learn. In this moment of solitude, embrace the opportunity for introspection. Ask yourself, what can I control? How can I respond with dignity and strength? The Stoics encourage us to cultivate a robust inner life. Instead of spiraling into despair, we can turn our thoughts inward, developing a deeper understanding of our values and priorities. This self-examination is not a retreat into self-pity. Rather, it's an invitation to grow. As we navigate this emotional landscape, we become warriors of the mind, equipped to face the challenges of life head-on. Moreover, let us remember that distance can also provide clarity. When someone withdraws, it allows us to step back and assess our own needs and desires. In this pause, we can reevaluate our relationship with ourselves. Are we overly dependent on others for validation? Do we lose sight of our own worth in the presence of another? Stoicism teaches us that our value is inherent and not contingent upon external approval. By recognizing this, we can reclaim our power and move forward with grace. Embracing self-control. Self-control is the cornerstone of Stoicism. It is the ability to regulate our emotions and actions, especially in the face of adversity. When a woman distances herself, our instinct may be to react impulsively, perhaps by seeking answers, pleading for attention, or spiraling into negative thoughts. However, true Stoic strength lies in restraint. No man is free who is not master of himself, proclaimed Epictetus. This mastery is not about suppression, but about understanding our emotions and choosing our responses wisely. When faced with the pain of being ignored, it's crucial to pause and reflect. Instead of reacting, we must cultivate the art of patience. This means allowing ourselves to feel the pain, acknowledging our emotions, and then consciously deciding how to respond. It's a powerful practice, one that requires discipline and courage. As we learn to sit with our discomfort, we transform it into an opportunity for growth. Emotions are not our enemies. They are signals guiding us to deeper understanding and awareness. This practice of self-control extends beyond mere emotional regulation. It involves setting boundaries for ourselves, understanding what we are willing to accept and what we will not tolerate. When someone distances themselves, it can be tempting to compromise our values in pursuit of their attention. However, the Stoic path encourages us to hold fast to our principles. We must ask ourselves, what kind of person do I want to be in this situation? By adhering to our values, we demonstrate strength and integrity, even in the face of rejection. In this journey, we also learn the value of perspective. Stoicism teaches us to view challenges as temporary, reminding us that the universe operates beyond our understanding. When we experience silence or distance, it's essential to recognize that this moment does not define our worth. The great philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." By internalizing this message, we can cultivate a sense of calm and focus, turning our gaze away from external chaos and toward our inner resilience. The wisdom of letting go. Letting go is perhaps one of the most challenging lessons we face in life. When someone distances themselves, we often cling to the hope of rekindling what was lost. This desire can lead to frustration, sadness, and even desperation. However, the Stoic perspective teaches us that attachment is the root of suffering. He who fears death will never do anything worth of a man who is alive, Seneca reminds us, urging us to confront our fears, including the fear of loss. In practice, letting go requires us to embrace the impermanence of life. Nothing is permanent. Relationships, feelings, and experiences are all transient. This is not to say that we should discard our emotions or memories, but rather to approach them with acceptance. When a woman steps back, it serves as a reminder that our connections are not possessions. We can cherish the moments we shared without clinging to them. This shift in mindset empowers us to find peace in the present moment, liberated from the chains of expectation. Furthermore, letting go also means relinquishing the need for closure. We often seek answers, explanations, and resolutions to our pain. However, the Stoic teaches us that closure is not always attainable or necessary. Instead, we can create our own sense of closure by accepting what is. We may not receive the validation or communication we desire, but we can choose to define our narrative. This is a testament to our strength as we take ownership of our emotions and experiences rather than allowing them to control us. As we navigate the process of letting go, we must also cultivate gratitude. Instead of lamenting what we have lost, let us express appreciation for the experiences we had. This gratitude serves as a balm for our wounds, reminding us that every relationship, every connection contributes to our growth. In the words of Marcus Aurelius, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love, to have the opportunity to do things that matter." By focusing on gratitude, we shift our perspective from loss to abundance, fostering a sense of peace within ourselves. The power of reflection and growth. Reflection is a vital practice in the Stoic tradition. In times of emotional turmoil, such as when someone distances themselves, taking a step back to reflect allows us to process our thoughts and feelings. This is not a passive activity, but an active pursuit of understanding ourselves. What can we learn from this experience? How can we use this moment as a catalyst for growth? Reflection is the forge in which we shape our character, and every challenge is an opportunity to emerge stronger and wiser. When we reflect, we must ask ourselves probing questions. What patterns do I see in my relationships? How do I react when faced with rejection? Are there insecurities that I need to address? By examining our responses, we gain insight into our emotional landscape and can identify areas for growth. This is a powerful step towards self-improvement, as it empowers us to break free from destructive habits and create healthier patterns in our relationships. In addition to personal reflection, we can also draw strength from the wisdom of others. Reading the writings of Stoic philosophers can provide invaluable guidance during these challenging times. Their teachings serve as a reminder that we are not alone in our struggles. Countless individuals have grappled with similar feelings of loss and rejection throughout history. By connecting with their insights, we can find solace and inspiration, fostering a sense of community that transcends time. Ultimately, the journey of self-reflection and growth leads us to a profound realization. Our worth is not determined by others but is inherent within us. We are not defined by the opinions or actions of those around us. Rather, our true value lies in our character and the choices we make. As we navigate the complexities of relationships, let us carry this knowledge with us, empowering ourselves to rise above rejection and distance and emerge as resilient individuals who embrace the full spectrum of human experience. In the face of distance and rejection, we are called to embody the principles of Stoicism. Instead of succumbing to despair, we can choose to reflect, to let go, and to cultivate self-control. Each challenge we face is a stepping stone on our path to self-mastery and resilience. By embracing this journey together, we empower ourselves to navigate the complexities of life with grace and fortitude. So, the next time a woman distances herself from you, remember, this is your moment. A moment to cultivate inner strength, to reflect on your values, and to grow. As we walk this Stoic path together, let us commit to mastering ourselves,